I've done civil society work all around the world for over 20 years now. I believe that a functional civil society is one of the few ways for governments and citizens to communicate, which is critical to ease tensions and make progress in society. Well, guess what? Every place is different. There's no one model that will fit. Every place requires a different approach. While there are best practices, it is up to people like you to define how your organizations will engage your community and your government. So I'm going to offer you what I think are a series of reasonable questions to be asking when you're working in the area of advocacy and civil society. So why is citizen participation important in a democracy? What can we do if there are no set or efficient mechanisms to communicate or to participate in the development of different policies? What's the role of advocacy in a democratic society? The participation of citizens in the creation, in the changing or improving of policies is an essential precondition for democratic society. Participation leads to policies that are appropriate to the needs of the citizens in the country and address real problems. What types of actions undertaken to promote it? For USAID, it means research-based advocacy, real constituencies, organization, and mobilization. This can happen with any branch of government or quasi-government institutions, media, international entities, or public mobilization. It does not mean violence or putting yourselves at risk. It should be a discussion, not an argument. Civil actions should ensure their visibility in the public, not only to reach out to more people, but to ensure transparency and openness. What do you want to achieve? How would you explain it to someone unfamiliar with your issues? How can you make it relevant to the majority? Pretend you're explaining it to your family and use language people understand. Networking and cooperation are keys to achieve a change or influence in policy. Networking increases the collective influence and strengthens its impact. It also enables for more citizens and organizations to take part and provide input and support. Formal and non-formal groups should invest efforts in creating coalitions. This is a logical outcome of networking actions and suggests a longer-term collaboration. Public appearances and communication should be based on good argumentation and should be backed up with facts and information as an answer to propaganda and populism. CSO should work on helping communities and build closer relations with its citizens. CSO should work on understanding the community's issues, advocating for their interests in public and with institutions. Know your community. It's the only way you can provide help to them and the only way that they can help you. The challenge for you is what can we do to motivate greater civic participation? How do we make people care? How do we engage them? Every country in the world is at a different place. Very few of them are static. Things are always changing. Everyone has a different set of concerns. Some governments are more flexible than others and more willing to listen. It seems to me that governments and citizens should share the same concerns. This just makes sense. But it's rarely that simple. It's your job to find the issues that are important to citizens and government and try to reach agreement on key problems. It requires energy, intelligence, and flexibility. I wish you the best of luck.